Alright, so what up to all the Barras of Barra Nation? So today is Sunday, no Jiu-Jitsu class right now. Before I start talking about what's going on today, I'll give you a little insight on what happened yesterday, Saturday. So, went to Jiu-Jitsu as usual in the morning, morning classes. First class was the little boy class, and I found for some reason that they always like to do, at least for the little class, all the animal warm-ups instead of like the arm lock and I mean, yeah, all the others, just animals. Punch block, roundhouse, same thing, but then we also did some movement drills. But for the big boy class, we were doing same thing, but for a short amount of time. Then we did some movement drills and that. So after that, I trained with Talon for a little bit. Tried some new stuff, just trying to keep the flow going. And then, since Nick was giving a seminar later today, so Talon and them went down to some pizza's place. So I went home, ate some lunch, and then I decided to go to the seminar because, well, there are two seminars, because I thought, which is approximately 4 hours, because I thought if I don't go, then I'll just lose 4 hours of learning Jiu-Jitsu. And I'm thinking now, if I don't go to class, the one time I don't go, they're gonna say something very, like a game changer or something very important. Maybe not a game changer, but something very important when you're training. They did say something about guard that really helped me out a lot, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So I packed some cheese and chip sandwiches and went. So there are like exactly 31 people there, and Tal and I were debating whether we're gonna do the warm-up, because there were so many people there that the bottom people were almost off the mat at the other end. So we did do the warm-up. Sensei Nick was leading the warm-up with Professor Hopkins, who is a 7-degree black belt, and his black belt was so worn that you know he's been a black belt for a very long time. It was like almost white, and at first I thought he was a white belt. What? So Professor, a purple belt led the warm-up, but we had to sort of stop at the one end because the people were still trying to go. So Tal and I were just trying to find a spot where to go, and we went and stayed up front, tried to, because it was trying to find a space, keeping it real. And then we circled up, did a couple stretches, and then the seminar began. So in the seminar, the Barra said, Professor Hopkins did the seminar with Sensei Nick, and he said circle up a lot of times. Tal and I thought the first move that we did, we thought we'd go 3-on-3, because we'd never been to a seminar before, and I thought, okay, he's going to at least give us 5 minutes, or maybe 3 minutes with each move. But we found out quickly that Talon did the first 3, and then he said circle up, so I didn't even get to do the first move. So we thought just going 1-on-1. So the first seminar, 2 hours, everybody did a couple of good moves there. And I find that the seminar, whoever's leading it, and in this case was Professor Hopkins, he explains the move very well. Like, he kept it very simple. I mean, you can watch some YouTube videos and stuff, but sometimes it's very complicated, so I like the way he explained everything. And I mean, I guess that's what you expect from a 7-degree black belt, man. Keep it real. So the first seminar was over. I had like half a chip sandwich and some water. Everyone was talking. I was telling if I wanted to train, but then I thought, I wanted to ask, but then I thought, Talon was like, I mean, still have another 2 hours to go, and I'm tired, so I was like, okay. Started the second seminar probably like 3 minutes later, and we started sort of from where we left off, but in the sort of like near the end, he taught us a couple weeks ago, Sensei Nick taught us how to not be broken down when you're in somebody's guard. Put your hand here, put the thing there, and I must have been doing it wrong, because still, even though if I wasn't like being broken down, they could still come up and break me down. So Professor Hopkins showed all of us that you can do that fine, but you mustn't be so like upright. You must sort of be sitting back. Posture must be back. And if the guy pulls so hard and you're not coming down, he's gonna come up, and instead of you freaking out doing some, I don't know what you would be doing. He showed us that as soon as the bra comes up, he loses guard a little bit, loosens it. So that's when you break his guard quickly. So you stand up on your knees, break his guard, and get to wherever you want to be, whether it's side control or mount. And also, there's another variation where you're in guard, you stand up, bend over, and then as soon as he goes for the double ankle sweep, which sort of a lot of people do from there, you sort of just sit on him, and then grab, if he has a gi, grab one side of his gi, swim under his leg, flip it over, and then you're in side control. But you make sure you have to sit, otherwise you're going to get swept, and then you're going to be in mount. So it's sort of like a double cross, just like in golf if you do exactly the opposite of what you wanted to do. Actually, we circled up for one last time. Professor Hopkins talked a little bit about the moves and explaining why we do it and all. And then we circle, and then we lined up, and apparently it was promotion day for the adults. Like almost everyone got a stripe, and Sensei Nick said whoever didn't get a stripe was gonna get very soon. And I think Professor Hopkins whispered something in his ear, so Sensei Nick got a yellow belt and said, "Better." And I freaked out and started looking all over the place, because from what I'd heard earlier, promotion day for us was next week. So I thought, oh, there must be another Maddie down here. Maybe it was also 4 stripes. But apparently I was the only one liable in class to get a yellow belt. So Professor Hopkins pointed to me and say, you come up here. And I'm like, okay. And that was a very great surprise, because I wasn't expecting it. The boy's not there for belts. He's here to just be in the now. I wasn't thinking of the end goal. I was just there to learn whatever move they threw at me and pretty much be a bara. So I got called up, and the promotion process for a belt is very interesting. I pretty much got promoted by 7-degree black belt, which is quite awesome. Usually when you get promoted, they also do a cross choke on you. So I got cross choked twice. I got my belt untied, put a new belt on me, an adult one. And then a nice little bow to the senseis, and went quietly back in line, smiling but also trying to think nothing just happened, just keeping it cool, trying to be a bara. And it's like when you get a stripe, nobody claps, they just sort of clap lightly, but when somebody gets a new belt, they clap wildly, like crazy. And I felt honored to be promoted, not just by Sensei Nick, but Sensei Nick's sensei, Professor Hopkins, who's quite an experience of how you get a new belt. Got promoted, yellow belt, fine. On this new day, let's get back to work. Forget about what just happened. Keep in the back of your mind, but you're not here for belt or stripes, you're here to put in work. That seminar was a great experience though. I think it was great because I got to do 2 seminars, and everyone was tired afterwards, but it was worth it. I learned some very good moves that helps a lot, not just when I'm in guard, but when I'm in side control. And you focused a lot on like the cross choke and also the baseball choke, which previously was called the sword choke, but there's some event that happened in history that now it's called the baseball choke for a while. So that's what all the excitement happened yesterday. Today, now it's Sunday, and I'm on the road headed to the BTV, Burlington, Vermont, up in here. I'm gonna go to Diversity Studios and record 2 tracks with Mr. Yukio. Now I was going to record 1 track last week and 1 track today, but Mr. Yukio got busy last week, so I'm just gonna record 2 tracks today. Now I'm not sure all about the doubles and the ad-libs. I'll probably figure that out when we get there, but the 2 songs I'm recording, it's mainly about the message. I'll probably make some stuff fat, but a lot of it's just gonna be like in your face, bam, that's what I'm talking about. Now when I'm done here with the 2 tracks, I'm gonna try and put them on SoundCloud as soon as I can, so you buyers can listen to it and let your boy know what do you think of it. Yeah. So your boy just finished 2 sessions at Diversity Studios, Mr. Yukio. Yeah, the whole session took 2 hours, so it was pretty much 1 track per hour. Lazy Sunday. I already put that up on YouTube, but that was an unedited version with no professional help, and it was off timing. But I hope you like this one better. It's way better with called Help Mr. Yukio, and the second one, Don't Judge Me, bruh. It's my blood, no tud. Be a Byron, don't judge, man. Family. We're all family in the Byron Nation. See your boys in the trucks. Gonna hit home now. 9 minutes drive. Also got those 2-song CD. Alright, I'll see you Byron tomorrow, Monday. Back on that grind at the Jits. Be a Byron and hold your boy. Peace. Tomorrow, Jits. Same day, same ish.